like the second area. Did you play Dark Souls 1?
I've played it briefly. I'm actually waiting for the remastered edition to come out.
I should wait for that, right? I spent $20 just now on Dark Souls.
Well, me and Sundown Kid were actually talking about that right now. We were pretty much stating how like what the actual differences would be. It's not like a real remake, not like the way they did Resident Evil. It's sort of like just a remastered edition, so it's gonna be like buffed up basically. Who's Flying Lion? He said since he last visited.
Oh, that's Manny.
Oh, that's Manny. Oh, okay, guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, Manny,
long
what's
hair,
up, Manny?
Don't care, Clay Matthews.
Yeah, I didn't know that was you, Manny. Yeah, we definitely stepped it up a notch here. There's a lot more equipment. Everything is like looking pretty awesome right now, so it's pretty cool.
My bad. Yo, dude, every time I try to type your name, it auto corrects to Neon.
Neon Starling.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that game is freaking hard. I'm just like, yo, what the hell? Like, yeah, like I guess like a certain aspect of it is like grinding. I guess you gotta like grind and whatnot. But
just make sure you don't be too far from the mic.
Yeah, so I'm trying to move it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
move or you could also just move your seat a little bit. Like if you move your seat to the left a little bit, you should be all right.
Isn't it like?
And you can turn. Well, no, it's you're actually speaking directly here.
Yeah, directly here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I wanted to move up a little bit.
Oh, by the way, could you guys let us know if you can hear everything properly? I want to make sure that there's no echoing. I'm sure there isn't because I tested it last time, but you never know, right? So if you guys could just let us know that, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. So like I'm on the first.
Sounds perfect.
The first and second area, right? And like. First of all, it's hard because I only saw the boss of this area like once. I ended up dying to it, and I got bodied. Like he hit me.
Are you talking about that giant? You fought like a giant, like in the prison that you were in the beginning.
I fought the giant. I died to him like 4 or 5 times, but I was able to defeat him.
Oh, okay.
But there's some other dude that kind of looks like him, and you face him on a bridge, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, how do you like? I got bodied really quick.
Yeah,
and then
if it's one thing that I learned from playing Souls games is me personally, this works for me. Don't rely on your shield too much. The shield.
I felt like I was underutilizing it.
Well, no, because the thing with the shield is that it's kind of like a handicap because you start playing very protective and slow, and to me, it's more like offensive. Like you got to go on the offense.
You gotta be stealthy.
Well, you could be stealthy because you could do stealth kills, but also learning kind of how to just like dodge.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I figured.
Like roll out of the way of attacks instead of trying to like defend them because parrying can be a little difficult. But it's a fun game once you really like get into it.
Yeah, I'm just getting bodied. I guess I think someone called them Dark Knights.
Dark Knights.
Yeah, it's like some dude. He's just like in this black plated, like spiky looking armor. This dude looks like a legend. Like when I first saw him, I was like, "Yo, this dude would fuck my bitch easy on the spot."
Oh damn!
That's what I said. And yeah, nah, the dude looks like a king. I ran away from him. But anyway. I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, shit's hard.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, Sundown Kid said that in the beginning. Actually, the shield works extremely well. He was helping me. He was trying to help me get a shield that like that increases my ability to like hold more items properly.
Yeah.
Because your load, like when you start getting equipment in the game, you're gonna realize how different it really is. Because if you put shit that's too heavy, you'll do like a slow ass roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like an overweight, like pudgy kid that's trying to like roll out of the way.
That's what I was going through too, because like I have all this heavy ass armor on, because I was like, yo, I need to bump my defense, but then I'm like, ooh, like I can't run and shit. I'm sorry for being on my phone again. I actually ended up linking the wrong.
You linked the wrong.
I linked the wrong Twitch.
It's all good.
I linked myself like an idiot.
Now don't worry about it. Let me turn off this. Hold on, I want to see how this light affects it because. There was like some green screen in my face, and I want to make sure that you look all right too.
I'm gonna throw open your chat on my end so I can read it.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. Still a work in progress, guys. But yeah. So.
Oh! I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Do what you got to do. Hello, everybody, once again.
I'm all kinds of effed up.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, cheers, man.
There we are. Applause.
Are you just drinking milk? Is that like milk?
Nah, this is rum chata.
Oh, okay. He got the rum chata.
Rum chata with Fireball.
Cheers, brother.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Oh, Andrew Arcade. Okay.
I read the DS fix because I was looking for something else. So like I don't know shit about like Dark Souls, like how you're supposed to like the PC version anyway. I don't know shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
The only as you stated, like I was just having issues like whenever I tabbed out, if I clicked a different window, it would just stop the music, and that was like the big thing because like when you're streaming, you want the music to just continue playing. You don't want people watching, and all of a sudden it just stops, then starts again, and stops. So that's what I was trying to figure out a way to keep the music running, and then I saw the DS fix thing, and you can take the 30 frame cap off and whatnot. But I was like, I'll mess with that later.
Oh, okay.
And then someone else tried to help me out with it, and I put it in, but I guess I put it in wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
The thing, the thing about the PC port is that it's a little funny. Like there was a lot of problems with it early on. Now they've worked around it with different patches and whatnot. But I know early on the PC port like suffered a lot. But it's just not really the same anymore.
Nothing was the same, dog.
Yeah. But how you call it? So so the Smash Brothers, man.
Oh yeah, dude. So my bad. I keep moving around.
No, it's
so
okay.
Like,
try to get comfortable.
So yeah, at Smash Bros. Like, it's funny because like I kind of figured it was Smash Bros. Like my friend from work, he told me on email, he was like, "Yo, there's a surprise ending at the end of the direct," and even before like I kind of figured it might be Smash. I just had it was just like a feeling in me. And probably anyone else that you would have told that, there's a special announcement at the end of that direct. It had to be something super big if it's like a special announcement.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, then one of my boys tagged me in Discord and kind of like spoiled it. But then I pretended as if that didn't exist. Then I saw the direct, and then you see that freaking glowing fire logo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Splatoon Kid's confirmed. Is it called Splatoon Kid?
It's
or Splat Kid?
It's just Splatoon.
Or Inkling? I don't know what the girl's name is.
Oh, the actual character.
The actual character.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I forget what her name is. I think it's Inkling. I've never played Splatoon.
Nah, I'm not sure actually. It was funny because you're actually the one that showed me the trailer. I thought it was dope how you had like Mario and Link. They were all covered in shadow and like fire behind them.
Yeah, fire lighting them up. They made them look mad, like epic.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Oh boy, it's gonna be Breath of the Wild Link too. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You know what I kind of want, like, outside of speculating the characters that we're gonna have, like I kind of also want to speculate on some mechanics that they might like.
Really?
Yeah, like different things that they might improve on. Like, I think I'd be okay if when you're choosing costumes, if they just had like different iterations of like depending on what game they were from. So like you could choose like Breath of the Wild Link, or you could choose like
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Link, Twilight.
That's I was talking about this with Donald. I was saying that. Well, this is going to go into like speculation for like the roster and whatnot, but like what I was saying,
we can do that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and yeah, I know we can do both. I'm just going back like into that topic for like costumes, because I personally I feel like Fire Emblem is a little overrepresented because there's like isn't the current one? There's like 5 of them. There's Corrin, there's Robin, there's Ike. Pretty sure Ike's in there. There's Marth, and then Roy. Roy's in there, right? Dude, I haven't played that game in a little bit. Oh my god, it's been a while since I played again. I'm pretty sure Roy's in it, but like, yeah, there's mad characters. That's like 5.
Yeah, I'm kind of over the Fire Emblem characters. I mean, I like them and I think they're a good addition, but I also don't think they're like well known enough.
Yeah.
In terms of like advertisement and visibility.
So?
Now they are more.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more. At least compared to like Melee, Marth, Roy. Who the fuck are they? Like no one knew about them.
No, but they
I didn't.
They became epic characters though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, but I agree with you with the Fire Emblem characters.
I think for Roy, he should just be a skin. Like if you pick Marth, you like when you switch costumes, you can get like a Roy skin. I think that's all it should be for Roy. They should drop. I played with Corrin for a bit. I wasn't really a big fan. Some people might like him. I don't know. I think it should drop Corrin. I like Robin and the way Robin fights. It's like a spellcaster and also close range type shit.
No, but, Robin was dope, and I like how you had the option. You could choose like boy Robin, girl Robin. I don't know what the story for that is, if they were like boy and girl versions of the same characters and whatnot.
Yeah,
but that was a thing, and that was kind of cool. I like the option of just having a different gender, I guess, for those characters.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. You know who I actually would think would be a great addition?
Who?
I don't know if you ever played it. It's probably I know you know of the game, but it's probably before your time. Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, I know the game. I never played it, but yeah, I know what you.
Well, yeah, there was this character. His name was Geno. He was a wizard. And...
people go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. He's a wizard, and he had like this blue outfit. He kind of looked like a pirate puppet / wizard or whatever, and he was like the dopest character. He was your powerhouse when it came to magic.
Yeah, dude. People were like, back when Smash 4 came out and before the whole roster was like announced, and they were just like leaking characters like month after month. People were like, I think didn't Smash Brothers have the they had the popular player like vote. They said, oh, vote for these players or something like that, and then whoever is the most fan picked, like they put them in the game, and then apparently Bayonetta won that or something like that. I think Geno, like a lot of people were trying to get that dude, because I remember reading that like Geno, and people were saying that was from RPG.
Oh, yeah. Geno's the truth, man. I remember he had an attack. It was kind of like a saw blade that if he would shoot it, and if you timed the attack properly, that shit would do like max damage. It would do like 9999. Like old school Final Fantasy.
He was
damage.
Like a beast. Old school Final Fantasy.
Yeah, because you wouldn't really get damage like that in those games. You know, you would do like 900. Like that was like a heavy attack.
But then this dude just came through with the 4-digit.
Yeah, out of fucking nowhere. No, but it was fucking great, dude. But yeah, I think he would be a good addition. Definitely more representation from the Mario RPG characters, because it was pretty much him and Mallow. He was the other one. He was like this cloud, like puffy, like Jigglypuff looking dude. Kind of. He was a good character also. He also did magic. But yeah, I mean, as far as like that game specifically, I think those would be good additions.
Yeah. I forgot, dude. I wrote down a ton of like people I think would be like good fits. I think for a stretch, I think it would be cool to see Sora. If they were able to pull Cloud. They were able to pull Cloud from like out of nowhere. I don't think anybody in their right mind would have thought Cloud. Maybe you would think Sora before Cloud, if anything, because Sora's appeared is a main character on a game that's been a 3DS exclusive, and a Game Boy Advance exclusive. So you would think maybe Sora.
He's also a lot more cartoony.
Yeah, he's a lot more cartoony. Kind of fits the mold a bit better. But nah, they came through. He said, "Nah, we got Cloud, bro. What do you think this is?" Oh my god, dude, that fucking. I'm happy they didn't leak that. Like people didn't try to find like a leak and try to leak that. Like Nintendo was able to announce that. But yeah, I think I see Sora being. I don't think he's going to get in. I guess it's more of like a dream pick, but a realistic dream pick. Like it's not like so far out. It's not like if you say, yo, man, I'm trying to get fucking Goku in this game. Like, it's not like that.
Well, there are Goku mods.
There you go, Goku. Yeah. I've seen that.
Them shits. Nah, but it's funny because I think, honestly, if they put Sora in that game, to me, I've always viewed Sora as like a very overpowered character. Like, I could see him just like whooping anybody's ass, you know, because he was just such an overwhelming character. Like, you know, he was able to fight Cloud. He was able to fight Sephiroth. You had him fighting Hercules. Like he fought everybody from like the Square like Final Fantasy universe, and then like some of the Disney villains and whatnot. I always just found him to be a very good character, so I think he'd be a good addition. One other thing.
Oh my god, I'm sorry for.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying he's gonna have a ton of fucking skins. If you think about that, if you have Sora, you get all the different skins that he gets from like going to like Halloween Town or whatever. Like that's cool.
Oh yeah, the skins definitely. One thing that I would like for them to add is the ability for like some sort of meter charge, kind of like how Little Mac, you could charge like his that punch.
And Cloud too, yeah.
But but just be able to do that for them so that they can all have like a finisher that they can do
for like mechanic. For everybody.
As a regular mechanic instead of like hitting that smash ball just so that one person can do
that'd
like
be
a
cool.
finisher.
That'd be a cool idea. Like while you're fighting, you build up like meter. Yeah, dude. Kind of like Smash, not Smash, Street Fighter. How you build up meter as you play, and then you're able to do like
you could do a finishing
ultras
move.
And shit. Yeah,
like I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing. You know, like I always felt that was the direction they should have went. But granted, it wasn't your traditional fighting game. You know, it was very like different. Unique, very nuanced. It wasn't your typical. So I didn't mind it, and I actually really like the style. I think it's been very successful. But I've always wanted to be able to utilize their finishers more often.
Instead of having like just a smash ball there, and then it's like. It becomes like just if you get it, like I don't want to say luck's involved, but like it's like by circumstance you're able to get the smash ball because you don't want to hit it first, and unless you hit it with like a powerful smash attack. You don't want to hit it first because then you weaken it for the other player to fucking hit it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, people like get really competitive in it anyway. They don't.
Or
I don't think they use Smash Balls in
nah, they don't
on competition now.
But or if you played Meta Knight too, Meta Knight would just float hitting that fucking
fucking.
Oh my god. Yeah, Bayonetta does the same thing. That I know. Bayonetta's another character that it was natural for her to be in there because if you think about it, Nintendo, I believe they're the ones that paid the rights to make Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U when it came out.
They own the do they own that whoever
they own the right yeah, but I think Bethesda. I think it was Bethesda that did it, and they own the rights to Bayonetta now. So it was a Wii U exclusive, and I'm sure that I don't know if they ported it to the Switch yet or not. But so for her to be in it, it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, they threw in Ryu, so that was pretty dope.
Yo, I think Ryu was kind of like, I don't think people were expecting Ryu either. Like
Platinum game, sorry. I was corrected, Platinum game.
I didn't think Ryu was like an out of nowhere pick too. Almost on the same caliber as like Cloud in terms of like out of nowhere picks. The only thing the reason why it wasn't so shocking was because somebody ended up leaking the Ryu thing. Like this dude, I think, did something like with like a patch download or whatever, and then he was streaming playing with fucking Ryu while everyone else is like waiting to unlock this guy or to buy this guy. Ryu was a crazy out of nowhere pick. Oh boy.
Yeah. Gabe said that he needs to be here to fact check this.
The fact check,
because you know we're fucking up with our facts. Hey, you know what? In all fairness,
yeah,
I don't have a Jamie next to me, and I didn't do any research.
Well, I read that he said Cloud does that, which we acknowledge that Cloud does that.
No, he was talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I read that, but I'm talking about the earlier sentence. Cloud does that, Lamau. Not like this. Well, we acknowledge that Cloud did it. We were just saying that everybody should be able to like have like a charge or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no, you know what? I do like speculating in terms of like guest characters that can appear, but I feel like when it comes to Nintendo personally, I feel like they've exhausted most of their like popular. Thank you so much, Gabe, for the follow.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining the Starlights. I feel that
Noctis. Go ahead.
No, I feel that when it comes to that personally, they've exhausted their main like franchise characters.
Oh yeah, I think all the heavy hitters. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, who do you put in from that point on that aren't guest characters?
I feel like you gotta. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Like I feel like. Yeah, well, it depends how many people are in the roster. Hold up, I'm gonna Google. I think weren't there like upwards of like almost 50 people in this last Smash or.
I wouldn't mind having Snake back. Snake back would be cool also, but I think I think that they should add the modded Snake, the one that they did for like Project M, because that Snake was a lot better in my opinion. You know, when they ended up changing up some of their moves.
There's 58 characters in Smash 4. Jesus Christ. You think they downsize it? I like having 58 characters. I think that's a lot.
They're definitely gonna downsize.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Like 50 maybe.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna downsize and they're gonna give us DLC packets so that we can get those characters later.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like total roster, like even including whatever potential DLC characters there are. What do you think the limits?
I think they can push like 60.
You think 60?
60, cool? Yeah, because you also don't. I feel like they don't want to dump their load all in one shot. You know, they kind of want to get to a point where it's like, okay, this is a fair enough amount of characters to like fuck around with, and then later on we can add more.
Yeah.
So that's what I think they're gonna do.
Because I remember with Brawl, they like even after not Brawl, Smash 4, even after they released the game, they had like a finite number of characters they were gonna add to the game, and then when Bayonetta was announced, they said, oh, that's the last planned character, bringing the total roster to be like what it is now, like 58 characters or whatever I just said. Yeah, I think there's definitely characters that need a kick. Wii Fit Trainer, get the fuck out. who Wii Fit Trainer? No.
Yo, Wii Fit Trainer was OP, yo.
Wii Fit Trainer? I don't know. I didn't like Wii Fit Trainer. If you really summoning spirit bombs from her belly.
If you really fucked with Wii Fit Trainer was dope. Talking about Sundown Kids had some Dark Souls characters.
Add some Dark Souls. Well, you know, it's funny. I don't see that being like, especially now that they're porting this Dark Souls remaster thing. I would not be surprised if they threw it in there. Like if whoever, like someone told me, I forget the name. Donald was telling me, he told me the name of a character from Dark Souls. Like he said that he would probably be added or something like that. I was just like, oh shit. But like I don't see that being a stretch at all.
No, I don't think so.
They made the fucking special amiibo of this dude praising the sun. This meme, yeah.
Fucking Nintendo, yo, they're such opportunists, man. They take any opportunity to say, hey, you know what, we can totally make money off of this shit.
It's like they listen to the fans, but they don't. It's
weird. Nintendo were a toy company originally. You know, before they started making video games.
They produced cards.
Yeah, they did like toys. So that was the industry that they were in before gaming became a thing. So it's not a stretch that, you know, they would want to. They're kind of incorporating that back in there little by little. Yeah. But it works because those amiibos.
Those amiibos probably get them a bunch of cash, bro. There was at a certain point, although people are accusing them of artificially making like
them
certain
making them scarce. Yeah, that's actually bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, those amiibos fucking sell like hotcakes, and obviously you're gonna continue selling amiibos because it's not like you run out of ideas. You can come out with the Smash 5 version of the amiibo that does special shit too, and then every Nintendo game that comes out, oh, we got an amiibo for that too.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, because they're porting the Crash trilogy over.
Yeah.
I think that guy. Well, I don't know if he's gonna really be in there, but I don't see it being well out of reach. Like he's gonna be ported over, and I think Nintendo can talk a little something into who even produces, is it Naughty Dog still that produces
I don't know.
Did Naughty Dog even do fucking Crash?
I don't even know who does it.
I remember, dude, that was like I must have been like 8 or 9 when I played Crash Bandicoot last time, bro. That was Crash like 2 Wrath of Cortex. Like
original. I remember original. Well, it's funny because for a while I believe Crash was the mascot for Sony.
Yeah.
So if you
it's like Crash and Spyro.
Yeah. Much. So you put like Sonic, Crash, Mario. You know, you have those. That'll be like the.
Damn.
Those
bro.
will be the 3 dudes that they fucking have, and they're like the main franchise players per different consoles. Have them fight against each other. That'll be kind of dope.
They didn't do this with the past Smash. I'm pretty sure Skylanders was a thing. The Spyro Skylanders like universe. It was like these pretty much these physical like figures, and like they had it for like the Wii U and shit, I believe. Yeah. I wonder if Spyro was another thing they could put in. Vluck in the chat said ARMS, which I think they're probably gonna add ARMS. I think that's 100% ARMS character. I don't know who the fuck the main character is, or if there's like a name for it. I think the ARMS dude with the he seems too unique of a personality or a character type to pass up, and it's free because they produced it. So I feel like an ARMS character almost 100% is gonna be in there.
I feel like another ARMS games has to come out kind of in a way, you know, if they're gonna start releasing more of their own like franchise characters. Because if you think about it, Splatoon, they've already had 2 games, you know, so they survived the trials that the first one would have to go through in order for them to succeed to make a sequel. And you know, if ARMS becomes like a big enough thing and that becomes like their main like fighting game franchise outside of Smash, then I can see them like putting ARMS characters in.
Putting ARMS characters.
Yeah. But I haven't played ARMS.
I haven't. It's funny because my brother got ARMS. Thank you, my brother. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. Yeah, I haven't played ARMS, but yeah, that being like 100% Nintendo owned. Throw it in there, bro. What about Pokemon characters? How many Pokemon characters do they got in the game now? They have Pikachu. They have Jigglypuff. They have Lucario. Who else do they have? Do they have Mewtwo? I don't remember Mewtwo was in the game. I think he is. He is in the game.
Mewtwo was
Mewtwo's in the game.
He was a DLC in the last game.
Yeah, Mewtwo's in the game. That's like what, 4 Pokemon. They don't have Pokemon Trainer anymore, I don't think, right? Do they?
What wasn't Pokemon Trainer like Charizard? And it was like Charizard, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think they had them.
No, they had Charizard.
They put Charizard by himself. They just put
Charizard by himself. Yeah.
Because he's a savage, man.
Charizard's a beast, yeah.
I don't know, like, if I'm sure there's gonna be new Pokemon. Well, what happened?
Oh no, he said Hawlucha. In case you don't know, he's like one of the newer Pokemon.
Velucard. I don't know if I said your name properly. Velucard. Thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Cheers. But yeah, what kind of Pokemon do you think specifically they might add in there?
Hawlucha is like, it's Rey Mysterio. But with like wings. It's pretty much like a bird version of Rey Mysterio. So if you know Rey Mysterio, just picture some wings on him. That's Hawlucha. He's like a fighting flying Pokemon. He's actually a really good Pokemon. In I don't want to say in competitive play. I remember him being really good. But anyway, I think Lucario is gonna come back again. He's like the way like his body fits, and like the fact that he's appeared twice in Smash Brothers so far. I think he's gonna make a return appearance. Pikachu's gonna make a return appearance. I think those two specifically.
Great Ninja's definitely gonna come back.
Great Ninja, you think so?
Yeah, Great Ninja was a good character. He was really popular.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. He might come back. He's probably he's a really popular starter. He's one of the most popular starters to come out from Pokemon. Is he gonna come back? I give it like a I don't know, 50% chance. I feel like they're gonna there's gonna be like 2 Pokemon. No, they're gonna overrepresent Pokemon because that's one of their biggest franchises. There's gonna be like 4 Pokemon, but I think they should drop all those Pokemon. Just have Pikachu and Lucario.
Yeah, you think they should? You think less Pokemon will work?
Well, I've seen the new Pokemon, which forgive me for not knowing all of them. Even though I beat Sun and Moon, I don't remember all the Pokemon.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise to Smash.
It's gonna be he's gonna have the Mission Impossible skin. He's gonna.
He's gonna have that fucking middle tooth.
Oh,
he has that middle tooth, right? Little tooth.
I don't know actually.
I think he does. I'm about to Google it.
I don't think I've ever like paid enough attention to him to know if like that's a thing with him or not.
I gotta look again.
Yeah, no. I mean,
screams about Scientology for his taunt and shit. See him kick Katie Holmes down a flight of steps.
Oh my god. You can add what's his fucking face? Oh my god, this super intelligent dude.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon.
Elon Musk, his special, he runs you over with a Tesla.
Yeah.
And then he sends you his second special, he sends you into space.
Yeah, fucking... he attaches you to like one of his new rockets that he fucking built. And he sends you out to space. That shit explodes.
You're going to Mars.
It's gonna explode. Then they're gonna show like a close up of his face, just like
grinning. KO.
Yeah. Oh my god. What about Jack and Daxter?
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
I love Jack and Daxter. I mean, well, that's like a super far-reaching pick. It's a Naughty Dog. It's a Naughty Dog IP. It just it's never appeared on a Nintendo console. At least I don't think so. There's only been.
It was just on PS2, right?
It's only on Sony. Yeah, it's only on Sony. Jack 1, 2, 3, all PS2. And then they had Daxter, which was on PSP. Yeah, it's all on Sony.
Oh my god, yeah, some of these character choices.
Yeah, I'm reading a special attack, putting you into the Hyperloop and sending you at 300 miles per hour around and around, electrocuting you with stored energy. Oh man, Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah,
it's not that far off, but they only appeared in the first 2, which were iconic N64 games, and then I think they disappeared, or I don't know what's going on with Rare. But I know they came out with Nuts and Bolts, which was like an Xbox 360 title. I never played it. My brother did. But so I don't know how friendly Nintendo and Rare are, but that would.
I think they should in general, because if you think about it, their early relationship with Rare was pretty intense, because you had Banjo-Kazooie. They also did like Killer Instincts, Conquer. Yeah, so they had quite a few players, you know, and remember Conquer was like. Didn't it have like? Wasn't he like in Diddy Kong Racing or some shit?
Yeah,
like
he was
that?
on Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing was Rare.
Yes.
DK64 was Rare, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they already have that relationship where I feel like, hey, you know, let's borrow one of your characters. I mean, at the end of the day, money talks. If Nintendo really wanted to, they could whip out their big dick. Whip out the big dick, and it's like, yo,
you want your Banjo-Kazooie character?
Just come get the tip.
Because people will fucking buy this game if I can get Banjo. Oh, nah, they put him as like a DLC character.
Yeah,
easy. $5? What? $5? I could play Banjo-Kazooie? Oh boy, they get him so quick.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, I agree. I think that would be pretty cool. Add Widget to Smash.
I just seen that, yeah.
Well, what would your finisher be? You'll like slam a controller on somebody and shit, like an N64 controller, break it over their head, strangle them with the cord.
I'd probably do like a crossover between a DDT and a pedigree.
Yeah,
just like.
Oh man,
I can't do it right now, but I do some crazy stuff.
Fucking wrestling finishers. I remember when I was a kid, I always said that if I became a wrestler, my finisher would be like I would do a power bomb from like the top rope, but I would power bomb them outside of the ring. So it will be some OD ass like.
And you should just break their back.
It's like an instant KO death move.
They would die.
Because you know what it is? I always figured what would be like the most intense, like crazy move you can fucking do. So that, like my child mind at that time was like, all right, hey, like just powerbomb this guy from the top rope, like on the steps outside or some shit. Step.
They would die.
Oh man.
Rest in peace, Bret Hart.
No, it was not Bret Hart. Owen
Hart that died.
Hart, yeah.
That was Bret Hart for some reason.
Yeah, no, it was Owen.
Fuck me.
How you call it? I just realized I could see you off of the reflection of my webcam from the TV.
Really?
Yeah, like you're kind of like there a little bit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no. But all right, so back to like actual Nintendo characters, right? Maybe somebody from like the Metroid universe, because they had like the Metroid hunters.
Yeah, people were. I remember in Smash 4, people were like, "Yo, we need Ridley or Ridley, whatever, however you."
That was Ridley.
The fucking dude.
Yeah, the pterodactyl. That.
How would you even play with him though? He'd probably play something similar to Meta Knight.
Well, if they made a smaller version of him, I think it would be dope, because if you remember in Brawl, when you did the story mode, the space.
Yeah,
embassy,
he came out. You had to fight him.
Yeah, you were able to fight him. That was dope. That's something else I wouldn't mind seeing if they brought the embassy back, but like give these motherfuckers some dialogue, like at least the characters that talk, have them talk, have like an actual story mode, because in fighting games, story modes are becoming a lot more prevalent. They did it with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They did it with Injustice 1 and 2.
They had to do it with Infinite because Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had nothing.
Yeah, I know.
It was just like a gauntlet, and that's it. You got like a fucking special like little, I don't know, like art book or something.
But definitely, I think that it would be good if they did that. Just bring in a story mode. Like an epic fucking story mode that'll just it gives the casual player something to do. Like the people that aren't going to be doing a lot of like fighting against other people, you can bring the story mode and that's it for them.
I just think overall, like to force somebody. This is gonna come out wrong, but like to force somebody where they have to play against someone else in order to enjoy anything from this game, which that's what it kind of felt with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and that's why I think after like a month you were just like done with the game. Like, all right, unless you're like super serious about it and you're like your friends were also super serious about it and you were trying to like play people locally and go in and whatnot. Yeah, there was just like nothing else to do in the game unless you're like, I forgot how you unlocked like shit over there, but like regardless, it's just like damn, like it's boring. At least with like if they had the story mode with all those different characters, which you did with like I think it's called the subspace emissionary or something like that. No,
embassy.
I don't think it was embassy. Embassies, but I don't think embassy.
That was for Smash.
Smash, yeah, Smash Bros. I think it was called a missionary or something like that. I don't think it was called embassy.
I could have sworn it was embassy. Anyway,
but I forgot. Yeah, they should definitely do something like that. Something very lengthy.
Yeah.
And they have like real rewards for it. Something. Yeah. I
don't know if you've noticed, but this new internet that we have is fucking amazing.
You haven't dropped frames, right?
Oh my god, I haven't dropped a single frame, and I put like 5,000.
God damn, for your bitrate.
Yeah, the bitrate's at like 5,000. So I've been streaming at like 1080p, like. It's
subspace emissary.
Subspace. Okay, emissary. Okay, cool. Yeah, we had, and I pushed it because you were streaming, and I decided to test it last night. So I did that, and I did Dark Souls 3 for like an hour yesterday. It wasn't really too long because I was tired. And this internet speed is ridiculously good.
That's dope.
We haven't dropped shit, dude. Like I've been over 5,000 this whole time.
It's been chilling. Do you guys have quality options? Just to ask you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys do. Yeah, you guys do. 1080p 60 FPS. Nice. Yeah. The boys out here. Oh shit.
Yeah, they give you options.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot to hit fucking record. That's okay. I could pull it from Twitch.
Yeah, dude.
But because if you hit record, you could stream it at a higher quality. So when you could record at a higher quality.
Oh, record at a higher quality and stream at a different quality. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll look really good.
Which is also nice to just have it on your hard disk. Not to worry about pulling it from Twitch or whatever if you want to like highlight it or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Well, it's funny because I want to actually bring out like a book. I might go grab it right now. I want to bring out a book and write down what our fucking our dream roster would be, and just write down the characters. Yeah. Well, why doesn't anybody come out here? Anybody speculating? All right. How about this?
No, there are people speculating.
Well, I mean, if you had to kick a mainstay character of the Smash series, who do you have to kick? Who's like the least important person?
If we had to bench somebody?
If we had, like I'm talking about. So it's like who's been there since the first one? Ness, Mario, Link, Pikachu, Captain Falcon's been there since the first one. Luigi's been there since the first one. Yeah, like who do you have to bench? Like if you had to pick like one of the characters that's been there since day one, who do you bench?
I mean, you know what? As fucked up as it sounds, it has to be Luigi.
Luigi? Oh yeah, fuck Luigi, man.
It has to be Luigi.
All right. If it can't, that's not fair. Luigi's a free pick. I would get rid of Luigi too. Hello.
Luigi's like fucking Dan from like Street Fighter. You know, he's just like the joke character, and it's fucked up because he was always like the second seat to Mario.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to kick a character out outside of Luigi, you know what? Just to spite David, I would kick Donkey Kong out.
Oh, you kick Donkey. Oh, Donkey Kong's a fun character. If you want to just pick up and play somebody, fucking.
Said bench Jigglypuff.
Bench Jigglypuff. I agree with that cause because only because I said Pikachu and Lucario should stay.
Yeah.
Bench Jigglypuff. Yeah. Fuck
yeah. I always hated Jigglypuff. You do Jigglypuff. It just like blows you out of the fucking stage.
One of the top players in Melee is a Jigglypuff man.
Has Yoshi ever been benched? I don't know. Yoshi's been in every game, right? I'm pretty sure.
That's a good question.
I don't think Yoshi has been benched. No, they haven't benched.
Yoshi wasn't in the first game, was he?
Yeah, he was in the first game.
He was in the first game.
Yeah, I don't think they haven't benched any main character. All of the main characters have been there since like day one, so they're all still there. That's like a thing.
Oh shit, Yoshi is.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be controversial. Let's fucking bench Fox.
Okay, I was about to say, if you say Link, I'm out of here.
Are you insane?
Link never goes. Fuck you if you think Link has to go.
Link is my favorite character.
Link is easily like that's like I don't know, but yeah, Fox. That's a little controversial. Yeah, Fox has been there since day one. Fox is also one of not the most popular characters to play with competitively, if I'm not mistaken.
It's kind of controversial to kick any of them out though, right? Yeah. You know, like any of the main ones. If you think about
fuck Ness, kick him out.
Well, yeah, Ness wasn't very important. You know, although I did play Earthbound. I played Earthbound, the first one with Ness in it, and I thought it was a good game. I remember one time I played it so long that because you always go to somebody to save the game, right? And the guy that I went to save, he was like, "Don't you think you've been playing for too long? You should probably take a break."
Oh fuck that!
And yeah,
I was like, nerd.
Yeah, I was like 5 hours in, and the game is fucking telling me to take a break. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are, man? That's some shit. Ness, you mean Sans? Oh, is that his name in Japan? Sans?
Is that his name in Japan? Sans?
I don't know. I don't know. I played the American version, so I wouldn't know. That was a fun game. It was a really fun game.
I've never played Earthbound. It's like an RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was just your average like Final Fantasy-ish RPG, but it was like very cartoony. Like they had actual like regular talents. Like you can bike ride to like move around the area faster. So it was a good game. It was pretty interesting. It was innocent, but they had some like crazy racial shit going on in that game.
Race?
Yeah.
Really?
Like they even had their own version of like the Ku Klux Klan in there, but they wore instead of like all white, they weren't all blue. But you know that's who they were fucking emulating.
Like
they
had Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, that's funny.
They had fucking they had police violence because in the beginning of the game, like they forced Ness to like fight a bunch of cops like in a police station.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to like fight and like fuck up all the cops.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so Ness goes like that game had some shit, and in the last boss, it's almost like you were fighting inside of like a woman's womb. Like that's the way like the background made it seem like there were like funny. Fetuses and stuff like that. Like it was some dark shit.
People were saying Mother 3. People have talked about that a lot. Like whenever Nintendo does like a direct or an announcement, it's usually like either someone begging for like a new Metroid announcement, which I think they've done now, or like Mother 3. And Mother 3 is it's like is that what they call Earthbound in Japan? Mother?
Yeah, it's Mother.
Yeah. Yeah, people like want that shit to come over to America. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Damn, now I want to like play Earthbound. That shit was fucking fun, man. I remember having so much fun. That game, you know, because back in the day, we didn't have games the way we do now.
Yeah.
Or rather, the money to play the games. You know, I was just a broke Bronx kid. I had to basically play, like, whatever. And the game wasn't even mine. I remember I borrowed it from, like, a friend that lived down the block. But, you know, it was a lot of fun. That's when you used to, like, actually finish games back in the day.
Oh, yeah, back in the day when you had no responsibilities. Hell yeah. Fuck, man. I used to play so many different games, bro. Oh, boy. That was, like, when my parents bought me a game.
Bring her in.
I was about to say, let's welcome Rachel to the...
Yo, Rachel, if Rachel meows on the mic, you think we'll be able to hear
it? She does it. She's not gonna do it though. But yeah, oh boy. Especially like if RPGs that require a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I used to put like triple digit hours into that. Like
yeah.
Especially some of the more grind heavy ones. 100 hours plus, easy.
Yeah. Oh my god. I remember I did that with it was Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
Not the original Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Cross on PlayStation 1. That shit fucking changed my life, yo. I just remember how beautiful the music was, and that game like made me feel very emotional every time I played it. It was just like a very emotionally driven game. But you know, there were I don't know, maybe you guys in the chat, like, have you guys ever like experienced a game that you played at a certain point in your life and it made you feel a specific way? Like you can hark back to a specific moment in your life that maybe you were dealing with some shit, you know, and this game like kind of helped you through it. And that was one of those games for me, at least.
Yeah.
So
you're dealing with like Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember of like a game I might have gotten like emo with. I'm trying to think. God damn. I think nah, I can't think. There are moments where I've played games that I've played before. So like I'll mention it. So like it wasn't like I was going through anything, but there was something about the nostalgia feel that got me a little emotional because I can remember back when I was like a kid playing the game. Two games specifically, and it's not Mario 64. It's not Mario 64.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, is it Mario?
It's not Mario 64. It's actually Ocarina of Time and Mario Kart 64. The credits to those games, or rather, Ocarina of Time specifically, the final boss fight when you're facing Ganon, and just like I remember back when I was a kid, I was fucking Link. Do you remember like?
You were fucking Link?
Do you remember? Yeah, I was fucking Link. You already know. Do you remember? You beat Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, like that last Ganon fight, like you go into like the castle collapses, and then you go into the middle, and then Ganon comes and he smacks the fucking Master Sword out of you, and it's like fucking crazy. It's like, you know, it's just he smacks the Master Sword out of you, so it's just you and your fairy, the one that's been with you since day fucking one, pretty much, and you gotta face Ganon, and like it's like you know, this dude knocks the what's it called, Evil's Bane, the Sword of Evil's Bane or whatever, I forget what it's called or how they refer to it in like the Zelda lore, but like it's like he knocks that off your hand, and that's supposed to be the thing you're supposed to hurt him with, and it's just like, fuck, what do I do? So it's just me and my buddy. And he says, yo, he doesn't have me like in under his magic. It's just me and you now. We're going to do this. And you got to pull out the Megaton hammer. But it's just like crazy because like this dude looks like a fucking beast. He's shrouded in like this darkness. All you see is his eyes. This dude's like at least 5 times bigger than you. He's got 2 swords. It's like when you were a kid, you didn't know what the hell to do. You're like, how do I beat this man? And then, you know, I think as a kid I used like light arrows because you can use light arrows to like blind him or something like that. And then you hit him with the Megaton hammer. But yeah, like that whole scene right there, that when I was playing through that again, it wasn't recently, it was like 2011, 2012, that got me emotional. I was just like, damn, bro, like I remember this as a kid, like specifically as a kid. And then Mario Kart 64 credits theme is also just the theme itself is very emotionally I don't know. Yeah, no, it's just emotional. It's just like you listen to him, just like, oh man, like I completed something. That's kind of like what the credits sound like. It's like, damn, like you raced through all these courses and now you're the champion of Mario. Like
that's it's funny because the way you were describing Ganon, that's like your average like Dark Souls boss now.
I know, right?
Oh, I remember when I fought him and he knocked a sword out of my hand. I had the Goron sword, like the really like
the big Goron sword, yeah.
One, yeah. So I just like went ham on him with that sword. But yeah, so that was like your game then, like basically at that time. And Chrono Cross was I think what did it for me specifically with Chrono Cross was because like I was a little depressed when I was younger because you know like we went through like so many different things when we were my family, We're like very poor, very like impoverished and whatnot. And that game, it had like the saddest music in the fucking world, but it was very well done music.
Yeah.
So I was able to like put my emotions into that game every time I was playing it, and I would just like be roaming around the world. It wasn't even like a specific moment. Actually, yeah, there was I don't know if any of you ever played Chrono Cross, but there was a moment where you get through like halfway through the game and you're fighting Lynx. He's like this cat dude, and you think that he's supposed to be like the last boss, but he takes over this girl that's in your team. Her name is Kid. She's this blonde chick, and you don't know it. So she ends up like stabbing you, and you're like, oh, like you were betrayed by your own chick, and you just like die. But you get brought back in Lynx's body, so you actually start playing as the bad guy. But the crazy thing is that when you get brought back in his body, everybody that was on his team thinks that it's still him. So you actually start playing with like all the bad guys now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like the second part of the game, you're like all the bad guys. I always thought that was dope, and it was like, you know, it just gave you like different perspectives on how to do things. But yeah, no, that was like one thing for me. I'm pretty sure if you put a PS game disc into a computer, you corrupt the music files. Oh, I can get the music files. I could
probably a lot of sites just hosting the music files.
You could also just go on YouTube and just like rip it directly off of there, because it's like a 3-hour music file. So they have like a whole bunch. You
can pull it out, yeah. And then people can also make a I don't know if this channel still exists, because I remember they posted something about being taken down by YouTube or something like that. There's a channel that specifically grabs a bunch of like retro tracks and loops them for 30 minutes. It's called Brawl BRT something. I think it's meant to I think it's meant for like Smash Bros Brawl hacks, and you're supposed to like, I guess, download the music, and then you're able to, when you can play customized music in the back of your Brawl tracks, and you can like, you know, you play with like whatever theme you want. But yeah, it was a really good channel, especially if you want to listen to a specific theme. Yeah, there's just like a lot of sites that you can just grab the music from. You don't have to specifically put a PlayStation disc in there. That's unless you want to be like super civil about it, and you know, you don't want to get into any legal trouble, quote unquote.
Yeah, no doubt. Nah, but that's just crazy, man. I can't wait though, man. What I like about Smash is the fact that it's being announced for this year.
Yeah, that was the best part of the announcement.
Yeah, it's this year. You don't have to wait for like late 2019.
2020 gets pushed back. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so we could actually like start having these conversations now. It's like, oh, who's gonna come out? Who's gonna be in it? You know, how exciting is this gonna be?
They're gonna have to announce a lot of these. Oh no, they can do it like in Smash 4. I was gonna say they have to announce all the characters before then, but they can do it like Smash 4, where they have the game out, and then within the next like 6 to 12 months, they announce new characters, and then at some point it's not. So yeah, dude, that was what got me hyped. Like me seeing the Smash trailer and whatnot, that got me hyped. Like they showed like the logo, but then after they showed the logo, when they showed 2018, I was like, it's coming out this year. As you put it, it's that's what I thought was awesome, because they could have easily just like left out the 2018, and it wouldn't make. I don't think it would have made as big of a splash than if they said 2018.
Yeah, no, definitely. What was I gonna say? You know, Nintendo, they're very slick. That's like their thing. If you notice, they have one major title that they release like every year, and it's always coming out towards like the holiday season. Welcome. So like, oh snap. Whoop.
Yeah, right. Like Neil Sterling is a manlier widditsama.
Thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining the Starlights. What is pretty manly? You don't see this guy right here standing before you. But yeah, so they do that because, you know, if you think about it, they released a Switch with Zelda, right? So it was like, oh hey, release date, this is a console seller right here. Boom, you're gonna buy Zelda. Then afterwards, Mario. You know, or wait, there was another game before Mario. No, not really.
They had like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Well, they had ports.
Pretty much. It was nothing fucking spectacular. They had ARMS, like stuff that's not gonna initially get you to buy the console. Like they had Mario in October, late October, which you can consider like a holiday, like seller for the console.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's always around like that holiday season. So they did that, and then you had this game, Xenosaga, that came out.
That's what came out, yeah, Xenoblade. Yeah, Xenoblade. Xenosaga was PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Which apparently was supposed to be, was a really good RPG.
Oh well, yeah,
Did you
that
play
one. Well, I played. All right, at first, like the progenitor of that was Xenogears.
Xenogears, yeah.
Yeah, that one was dope. After that, then Xenosaga came out. I played Xenosaga. I beat that one. I remember that's when my PS2 got fucked up.
Oh damn! Because they came out 2 and 3.
Yeah, I had the. It was like a disc read error that it used to get. It was called Dre, and basically it was a problem that like the lens inside of the PlayStation 2 had. So I remember I would open it and I had to constantly clean it with like a Q-tip and put like rubbing alcohol, and I would do that and I was able to play it. But I did beat that one. I didn't beat 2 and 3.
Yeah,
Never
dude,
played those.
people, I remember as a kid, because I had the Game Informer. I don't know how many of you guys had like the Game Informer magazines coming into you when you were a kid.
Oh yeah,
dude. Oh boy, I was so hyped when I got my first Game Informer. Holy shit, that shit was awesome. I had something to read. Yeah, dude.
You probably read the whole thing too, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I skipped some of the like the shit that I wasn't into, but I would read some of the previews. I would read some of like the dedicated like 6 to 8 page articles, and then I would read the reviews of games that I cared about. And yeah, Xenosaga had like a 9.5 on Game Informer, and it was just like across the board, like all these like GameSpot and all these other places were just like rating it like very like high, like one of the best like RPGs for like the PS2.
Yeah.
How do we even get there? Oh yeah, Xenoblade. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 came out. Was that after Odyssey or was that right before Odyssey? That's a console seller.
That was after Odyssey.
Yeah. Xenoblade is at least the original one on Wii.
Xenogears. Oh no, Xenoblade, yeah, Xenoblade.
Xenoblade
so
on
many
Wii.
Xenos.
Xenoblade on Wii was one of my favorite games. I didn't beat it. And the reason why I didn't beat it was because there was a certain point, and I don't know how many RPGs implement this, but there's a certain point in the game, and it's right towards the end. It's essentially, if you click OK on this person requesting, hey, do you want to continue this path? Pretty much once you click OK, every, like, a whole bunch of side quests, you can't complete anymore. They just cancel them out, and then you have to, like, continue down like a path until you get to like the end of the game. I think there might be some side quests once you continue down like the certain path or whatever. But once you click OK to continue the story, it's like you have to pretty much, everything else is pretty much closed off until you beat the game. And so I was just like, nah, I want to do all this side quests. I got like at least like 120 something hours into that game. It was extremely fun. What a good game, Xenoblade Chronicles. But yeah, so that's a console seller.
Mira said Captain Toad.
Yeah, she's been pushing that Captain Toad train.
Yo, that Captain Toad is a fun game, but I don't know. You know what? If you were gonna put another character from the Mario universe, I think I'd probably add a Hammer Brother in there or something. You know, like yeah, like their finisher could just be they just fucking rain hammers on your ass, and then they come out with like some brawlic ass shit and just like knock you out of the stage with it. Like I think a Hammer Brother or what's the other one? Not no fucking Goomba. Paratrooper, yeah.
With the wings.
Yeah, because you know they got the wings, so they'd be able to just get in and out of the stage like very easily. I don't think I would add Toad because Toad wouldn't even be able to jump if you think about it. Yeah, because like, Captain Toad doesn't jump. His thing is just walking. Yeah, so I don't know.
She just said Captain Toad gonna smack you with a map. This dude Blucker said Frank West.
Yeah, you put Frank West in there.
It becomes Marvel vs. Capcom 3 pretty much.
If that's the case, start adding more like Rachel's fighting Rob. See that? She's like beating him up. If that's the case, then you might as well add like throw some Resident Evil characters in there, you know, like
Leon Kennedy, because it was originally on the GameCube, freaking Resident Evil 4 before they ported it to like PlayStation. I see it. I see it happening.
Yeah, Leon could be like the replacement for Snake, you know, in a way. I think that would be a good idea. And I'm very upset because Leon got played on Marvel vs. Capcom because they fucking added Chris Redfield again.
Who cares?
And in my mind, I'm like, he was already in the previous game, you know, like, but Leon is the most popular character in all of Resident Evil. All the animated movies, all the CG movies rather that have come out, Leon has been in every single one of them.
It would be Leon and then Jill in terms of like popularity leaderboard, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, it'd be Leon and Chris in this game. Jill is more like a third seat, you know, even though Jill has always personally been like one of my favorite characters. Like I speedrun Jill in Remake.
This person said Sam Fisher from fucking
Sam Fisher
from fucking Tom Clancy.
Oh my god, Siphon Filter.
Not Siphon Filter. It was
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Yeah.
Splinter Cell. Oh man, so you add Sam Fisher, add Lara Croft.
Who's the person? This dude from Splinter Cell, not Splinter Cell. Siphon Filter is like Logan something. I forget his name.
I don't know.
I played Siphon Filter 2, and I got towards the end, but then it got way too hard for my fucking young mind.
Yeah, I found those Tom Clancy games very difficult when I was a kid. Like I mean, it's not that I couldn't play them, but rather the monotony of like having to sneak around so much and
Splinter Cell, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like I don't know, just wasn't my thing.
I played and beat one Splinter Cell game. It was not Chaos Theory. I forget. It was some shit on
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. It was I forget. It was some shit on the Xbox 360. But what was cool is that you were able to play with your friend. Mm-hmm. You and your friend would co-op, and it had a really cool co-op campaign. And yeah, me and my friend did that. We would do every night instead of me doing fucking homework, which is why I barely passed high school. Fucking play Splinter Cell or something like that. It was fun. Damn, dude, don't go on some throwbacks. Sam Fisher, Laura Croft. Who would be another like retarded ass like
Logan Paul special attack would be the worst human being to ever exist. He's gonna like throw a dead body at you.
Yeah, throw a dead body at you. I'll take your pet and tase it.
Oh my god, nah, chill. Yo, put Rachel in there, man. Rachel in the next.
Oh, Rachel in the next Smash. Get her on there. Hold on, let me grab her. Run away from me.
She's trying to run. There you go. Funky Kong. Who's Funky Kong? Oh, Funky Kong, the old dude from Donkey Kong. Yeah. Oh. The one with the big ass beard.
Is that Funky Kong? That's
no. Funky Kong was the
is the dude with the fucking shades.
Yeah, he was a surfboard dude. I remember. Yeah, he like the shades.
Yeah, Cranky Kong is the old one, I think.
Yeah, Cranky Kong's the old one. That's right. I confused him for a second. I don't know. I guess because like I heard Funky, so I always identify like Funky with old.
They smell funky. Is that what that?
I mean, you know what? I shouldn't be talking shit. I'm getting up there, but I'm still a youthful old man. So
Funky Kong.
It's all good.
Who do they have from Donkey Kong right now? They only just had Donkey Kong. Well, it's crazy because
thank you, Flying Lion, for the bits. Appreciate it.
I think Funky. Well, no, Donkey Kong and Mario are in the same universe. Like just by like birthright, pretty much. Like because of Donkey Kong. If anything, Donkey Kong is the start of all this shit. So, which is funny. I'm surprised they haven't given Donkey Kong like. Well, I mean, because you play with Mario, but I was about to say I'm surprised Donkey Kong hasn't gotten all the spotlight. But they just have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, right? That's all they have from like the Donkey Kong.
Dixie Kong.
Dixie Kong's in the game.
Well, no,
Smash 4.
No. But she's Dixie was like a character also, but no, she's not.
I think she was a summon.
Well, if you think about it, like when you're thinking about a game that you're gonna pull characters from, you always want to pull like your most popular characters. It's always gonna be your top 2 or 3 characters.
Yeah.
So like Donkey Kong and Diddy, they made the most sense for those games. Yeah. Just like they did with like Link and Ganondorf, but then you had Zelda in there also.
I'm about to go grab my book just because we gotta write this list down.
Go ahead, grab your book. He's gonna grab his book. He's gonna step out for a second. But yeah, I'll keep it going. Rachel's a Pichu clone. Oh my god, yo, for real. Imagine that shit. Who else would you guys put? Like who are other concept characters? Who was Candy Kong? Was Candy Kong actually even a thing or?
Candy Kong is a hoe.
Candy Kong's a hoe?
Yeah, that's Donkey Kong's wife or girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, if you Google her, I'm dead ass. Like she has like big titties and whatnot. It's
crazy.
Shit!
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, dog.
She's a side character with titties. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has big titties.
What is behind the curtain on this?
Fuck me.
Yo, you know what? Dante would be a dope one too from Devil May Cry.
I wonder if they can pull the strings because I think it's fair to say that Nintendo has a healthy relationship with Capcom, Mega Man and whatnot. So I wonder if they can do like a Cloud and bring Dante. If Dante gets into Smash, I think all the freaking doors bust loose. Like Nintendo can add anybody they want.
Well, Bayonetta was there, so Dante's not out of the stretch,
Yeah, fucking.
Those
I would take Dante over Bayonetta, easy. If they took away Bayonetta and put Dante, that's it. Don't. That's it. You can put 30 characters in the fucking game. If you had Dante as like the 31st, you don't have to add 20 more characters. Just leave Dante in there, and that's it. We're done. We're good. All right, so. We can agree that Mario has to be in there. Mario never gets the boot. Link, same caliber. I think Captain Falcon will never get. You can't get rid of Captain Falcon. He's just perfect fighting game.
First of all, Captain Falcon. He has the Falcon punch. Has the Falcon. He has the knee.
He literally has the shit that markets like the fucking game.
I wouldn't get rid of Captain Falcon ever. You know they came out with a mod for Captain Falcon as Hit's character in Dragon Ball Fighters. So that's like actually like a thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a mod, right? It's funny the way they showed it. Like it looked like Captain Falcon had just beat like the last boss. Then he gets like teleported into like this hole, and then he reappears as like a grown like sprite. And then suddenly he starts fighting like Dragon Ball characters, and that's just it's not the real Captain Falcon. It's just obviously a mod, but that's definitely like a thing. Add black mages from Final Fantasy. Oh, that would be kind of dope. I wouldn't mind that. Do a Soul Calibur and add Yoda.
Do what? And add Yoda. Imagine it's like, well, think about it. Soul Calibur had Yoda, and Soul Calibur used to be on the GameCube, which you know what? I was also talking about that with this dude Donald. I was like, oh, they could probably add like a Tekken character, or maybe somebody from SNK. SNK was, Capcom versus SNK was on the Wii, so there's like a link in that, and they also have SNK like heroines, like some fighting game with like all the female characters from SNK. So they might have like a female character from that, because that's a game that like came out, either it already came out or it's going to be coming out on the Switch. So there's that. Maybe an SNK character. Who else? I just forgot. Soul Calibur. That was cool, by the way. When Soul Calibur 2 came out, and they had like the extra characters for each like version, that was one of the best things to happen for fighting games. Legit. These fucking people,
that changed the game.
The fucking people got Spawn. Spawn of all people. This dude's a fucking Marvel character. They got Spawn.
Nah, Spawn's not Marvel.
He's not Marvel?
He's Image. He's from Image.
He's from Image? He's a whole... I thought he was in Marvel.
No.
Regardless, Spawn's in the fucking game. Are you kidding me? He was like a comic book character. That's all I knew him from. That's why I associated him with Marvel.
Oh, no. I remember he was definitely Image, because I was a really big Spawn fan when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind something like that. Oh, Killer Instinct characters, yeah, that would be kind of dope. Put like Fulgor or Glacius, one of those motherfuckers in there.
But yeah, going back to Soul Calibur, I think they can do something with Namco. How many Namco games have come out for like Nintendo in the past year?
Outside of Soul Calibur, I don't know.
They had, you know what? There might be. So there's a series called Tales. That's all Namco, and a really big RPG for the GameCube. Or really only one of the only good ones is Tales of Symphonia. I have a poster showcasing all the characters in my room, and people were saying that they might have him. Oh, yeah? The main character, he dual wield swords in the game. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Namco, Pac-Man. They do have Pac-Man in the last game. I don't want Pac-Man again. Nah, Pac-Man can go eat a dick.
I actually couldn't fucking stand Pac-Man. I couldn't stand that motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in Smash, right? That dude was annoying as fuck. Dude, I remember facing Rodney with that motherfucker. That dude was a beast. Oh, against me anyway. He used to wreck my shit.
I'll put a JoJo character. Yeah, from like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, that fighting game was on point. It was an anime, but it was also a fighting game like early on in like the PS2 era. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind doing some shit like that. Add Caesar from JoJo. I don't remember the actual characters, but yeah. Oh, Vincent Valentine, yeah. Vincent from Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, yeah. Was he ever on like a Nintendo console?
You know what? I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest, because...
You don't think so? You think they have that relationship with Square that they can do some shit like that? Oh, obviously, it got fucking Cloud.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that Cloud's in the game, period, that to me means that it doesn't matter if there's a relationship or not, because Final Fantasy VII never came out for any Nintendo
as long
console.
as there is a relationship with the developer, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they even have like a Cloud from like fucking... From like Kingdom Hearts 3D or the GBA one. They had fucking Advent Children Cloud on there and whatnot. The other one, like Remake Cloud. Yo, dude, fucking that was such a good pick. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Thank you for making that happen, Nintendo. That was some dream shit.
Oh yeah.
That was some dream shit.
Everybody wanted to see Cloud fucking come up in there and like
I bet money a lot of people were like, fuck it! Cloud's in the game! I want a fucking Wii U! Give me it! Oh god.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I agree. There's yeah, Sora. We talked about Sora earlier. Definitely, I think he would be a good pick, just because I feel that his like cartoony style would fit very good with the Smash style, and it doesn't really make a difference because you fucking put Ryu in there. Like if you added another Street Fighter character in there, who would you want to add?
I was telling somebody this too. I was like, if they could add another Street Fighter character, they probably add a female. They probably add Chun-Li or something.
Yeah.
Just to balance it out. I don't know who else you would add that would be different enough from Ryu. Who would you add?
I would probably put
Guile.
Yeah, I was thinking Guile. I'd put like Guile or Charlie. You know what? I don't think they'd be able to fuck with Mickey because I feel like Nintendo would have to sell themselves to Disney.
That would be Disney.
No, but like, because you know how like Disney's assimilating everybody. Like, I think they would legit like Nintendo would have to be purchased from like Disney would have to buy Nintendo for that shit to fucking happen.
If Disney bought Nintendo, whatever Smash game comes out under them will be the greatest collaboration ever. They got fucking Spider-Man and Luke Skywalker fighting each other, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god.
With Mario, like, woohoo! He's gonna get fucked up. Oh
yeah,
man.
No, Nintendo would definitely like have to like bend the knee and fucking like they'd have to kiss the ring finger of Disney. They have to kiss Mickey's hand and
Did you see the meme where it was showing like the timeline for Disney's like takeover of the world? It's like the funniest meme. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, I haven't
it's
seen
such
that.
a funny meme. It's like so ridiculous. In like the year 2100, freaking Disney is like they have like a Mickey spaceship fucking trying to command other planets and shit. It's like some ridiculous shit.
Oh no, I can see that happening, man.
Black
Disney's
Panther about to fight Ryu.
He about to be like, "What are you doing in Wakanda, Ryu?" He'll be like, "I'm looking for a good fight." His little fucking bag. Yo, that motherfucker ever wear sneakers, yo. His shit's gotta be hurting, man.
He probably got the greatest, most calloused feet on the planet. That's why he can fuck you up with his feet.
Yeah.
Walking.
Oh my god.
Well, that's the secret to like produce beams at your hand. Imagine you just gotta walk around with no fucking footwear.
You have to absorb like the soul of the earth. As your feet walk and you're like walking on the dirt, it just like takes the energy from the earth, and you can channel that into
Hadouken!
Darth Vader in Smash.
You think Naruto hasn't been on a Nintendo console? I don't think.
No,
I mean obviously
they had.
He's on the GameCube, but like he hasn't been on like the Wii or the.
Yo, those Naruto GameCube fighting games were the fucking
Clash
shit.
Ninja, that was the shit.
Oh my god,
yeah.
We rocked the shit out of those games so much.
Did you got like the imported disc and whatnot?
Yeah,
that was what my fucking boy had. Yeah.
Yeah, we played that shit all the fucking time. I remember Richard would come by on Fridays with the fucking game, and we would just go ham and just like it was a pretty fun fighting game. I always enjoyed it. And then you were able to do the like the 4-player fights in it. That was also pretty dope. Definitely something enjoyable.
That was throwback. Yeah, I remember that shit. Did you see the graphics on the newest games?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's like shell shaded to the maximum.
They're like super cell shaded.
But oh my god, it's not even like Wind Waker status, like or like even on like the GameCube. The GameCube you can tell is pretty cell shaded, but like I'm talking about like now, those graphics look insane. It's almost like Breath of the Wild, really. It looks perfect for what they're achieving.
Yeah.
Or what they're trying to achieve anyway.
I always kind of felt that they had a very like Breath of the Wild type look going on. For like the the newer Naruto games, but I don't sleep on GameCube Naruto. GameCube Naruto was fucking amazing. I loved it.
So
I used to get high playing that shit all the fucking time.
I wrote down Mario, Link, Captain Falcon. I'm talking about like people that are definitely gonna be in there. So it's Mario, Link, Captain Falcon, Pikachu. As much as even though the idea of kicking out Fox is there, I think Fox is going to be there.
Oh, Fox is... They're not going to kick out any of the main characters.
They won't kick out Fox. They can kick out Falco. Maybe give Fox a Falco. That's the thing. I feel like they should downsize. I was talking...
Get rid of the clones.
Yeah, I was talking to Donald, and he was like, there should be more Nintendo representation. I think there should be a set limit as to how much Nintendo representation there is, and then like 60 or 70% like Nintendo representation, and then the rest should be like, hey, we got this motherfucker in our game. Come buy this. Come buy the Switch, because Smash Bros is like the main game or one of the main games that you want for your console. At least for Nintendo anyway. So you want to get those characters that are gonna sell, and so that's why I feel like Yeah, like I think they should downsize and get rid of, like, yeah, exactly what you said, clone characters.
Yeah.
Fuck Falco. Fuck Roy. Roy, I understand there's a difference between Martha and Roy in terms of how they fight, but essentially they do the same fucking animation.
That having Roy was the same as having like Ken and Ryu. You know, like what Roy did fire, Marth did. You know, he was just like faster, and Roy was like a stronger fighter. But
Well, yeah, it's also
like Ike was actually a different character.
Yeah, Ike was a different character. I feel like they should keep Ike, keep Marth, and keep Robin. Three Fire Emblem characters max. Kick the rest out and get because I feel like with the clone characters, it's such an easy thing to solve. Just give the fucking dude a skin.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And then if you want to take it to the next level, make it so that their attributes are slightly different when they have the skin applied.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's such an easy thing to solve. I'm trying to think from the Zelda universe because Zelda. I don't know if they had Toon Link. I think they had Toon Link in Smash 4.
I would get rid of Toon Link, to be honest.
Yeah, Toon Link can go.
Or if they really wanted to sneak in Toon Link, just have him as an extra skin or some shit for like regular
extra
Link.
Skin, yeah.
Because he had the same moves. There was nothing like very unique about him.
He was quicker, and because he was smaller.
Bench Peach for Daisy.
Bench Peach for Daisy. I agree with that.
I would do that. Hell yeah, get rid of Peach.
It just sucks because then they're essentially going to be the same character anyway. Just give either or a skin. Yeah. Like they do it now. They have a Daisy skin.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have a Daisy skin.
I didn't know
pretty sure.
Oh.
At least in Melee, they have a Daisy skin.
I would get rid of Peach specifically only because of what she did. Spoiler alert. I mean, all of you follow Witter. Like I'm sure you've seen him beat this game a million times. But I would bench Peach just because of what she did to Mario at the end of Odyssey.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yo, that was some skanky shit. How the fuck your man goes like above and beyond the Call of Duty to save you.
Yeah.
And she about to dead him and Bowser on the fucking moon.
The moon.
Yeah.
Like who else goes to the moon besides Elon Musk and fucking Neil Armstrong?
No, but it's like, you know, they're both trying to show their affection. She's like, you know what, fuck both of you, like I'm out. And then she just tries to walk out. And if Mario had not bounced off of Bowser's fucking head, he would have been done. He would have been stuck on the moon, and Peach would have went back and like fucked the hat or some shit, you know? Like that's what would have ended up happening. She's fucked up. Yeah, bench Peach. Get rid of her.
Bench Peach, fuck her, man.
Tired of that bitch, man.
Make Daisy the main character.
Oh man. Nah, but yeah, you know, like get rid of the clone characters. I think that's very important. You see, like they made Captain Falcon and Ganondorf different enough from each other to where they can be like characters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because in Melee, they were the exact same character.
Essentially, there's just very minor differences, and Ganondorf like moves a little slower. That's it.
Yeah,
from what I can tell, anyway.
But they were basically the same character. So now they're different enough to where I'd be okay with them keeping them. You know, but as far as like, you know, like Lucina, like you.
Was Lucina in the game?
No, Lucina was like a Marth clone.
I didn't know Lucina was in the game.
Yeah, you could like, if anything, do like you did with Robin and just have the option to switch between like a male and female. So you can like make her one character essentially.
Lucina was in the game. Oh, I totally forgot, bro. I have not. It's been a while. It's almost been like, well, the end of this year will be 4 years since Smash 4 came out. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, but she's basically a Marth clone. She is exactly like him in every single way. She doesn't do anything different. So it's like it either get rid of Marth or just keep her. I would honestly prefer them to get rid of Marth already. Like call it a day, man. Retire him.
Marth is too popular. I can't get rid of him because Marth.
Make another rare like amiibo for Marth, and then
make your money.
This fake scarcity where they pretend that they don't have these shits. Like fucking Nintendo, man. They're diabolical geniuses. They don't want you to, they do this artificial like scarcity they did that with the NES Classic and the SNES Classic as well. Yeah. You know, they had these people lining up in Nintendo World for fucking hours, and they were like, oh, sorry, we only got like 50 consoles. You know, it's like, yeah, motherfuckers need to have a couple of thousand consoles in that like freaking garage or warehouse of yours, you know, because people are lining up there all day to get these things. I tried to get it. I couldn't get it. And I work like across the street from there. I did get my Switch pretty easily though. But yeah. Get rid of Marth. Who the fuck is Chrome?
I think he's from the last 3DS Fire Emblem games to come out. Chrome or Chrome, whatever. Which people are saying that Chrome or Chrome, however you pronounce it, to replace Ike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were saying he should replace Ike.
Nah, I like Ike, man.
Ike's too good. Add Camilla from Fire Emblem. That's some busty woman from the latest Fire Emblem game. I think it's the latest one. Some chick with like big tits.
You know who they should add? Yo, add Kratos.
Gotta work. Imagine Kratos. And just, first of all, everybody
dead.
would die. Yeah,
They're all
exactly.
dead.
They're all dead. Like, there's no way you don't win with him.
Don't worry about the SNES stock. I don't know.
You're talking about the SNES Mini.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna get that shit anymore, to be honest. The only reason I wanted it was because I wanted to play Star Fox 2, but also I wanted to like stream Mega Man because every time I tried to like mess with the emulator, it would always like shut off on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of just gave up on it. But you know, I know that they're coming out with like the Mega Man X on PC. They're gonna have like all the games together. So I'm gonna just buy that and I'll end up streaming those games. Cause I've been wanting to do that lately.
I want to play Mega Man X4. You ever play Mega Man X4?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. You know, I haven't beat it yet.
You haven't beaten it?
Bro, when I played through it initially on PS1, didn't beat it. I bought, my brother bought Mega Man X Collection for the PS2, which had up to like Mega Man, I want to say 6 or whatever. Mm-hmm. I didn't beat it then either. I got to like the last fucking boss. That boss is too hard. It's too hard, Capcom. It really is. I'm an idiot. I need something a little bit easier. But anyway,
just YouTube, man. YouTube the fight.
YouTube the fight. Yeah. Speedrunners would probably kill that shit if I get in touch.
I did that shit in Dark Souls 2. There was this dragon that you fight in Dark Souls 2, which is funny because if you just talk to the dragon, you can avoid fighting him altogether and proceed. But he was like asleep and I attacked him like a dick. So this dragon was just owning me for a good like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours almost. And I had to look up online how to beat the motherfucker because I wasn't gonna get past him, and I needed his soul. Because every time you beat a boss, you get a soul from them, and the souls are your currency in the game. And that dragon had like
their currency in Dark Souls 2. Yeah. I thought because then in Dark Souls 1 they're XP pretty much. Like I can level up with it.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean by currency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's essentially it's experience / currency. Yeah, but that's basically what you use. And that fucking dragon, man, like I YouTubed that motherfucker. I didn't care, man.
Yeah, at some point, that's what I've been doing with this ROM hack of Mario. That's supposed to be really hard.
Yeah,
I looked up the speed run for that shit, straight up.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna figure it out. Too hard, man.
Not a real gamer. You know what? Honestly, sometimes like you got to do what you got to do, man. Some of these characters, yeah, fix your camera a little bit if you want. Oh, look at his face.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, there you go. Now we could see you more. If you want to angle it a little more,
perfect.
You think it's good there?
Yeah, that's so good.
Okay, cool. Oh, can you throw this to charge like right there? The little charger's like right there. Yeah, just press down on it so it'll turn like red. Press down on it again. There you go. It has to, it has to click. Yeah, because that controller has to charge.
You're looking at Rachel.
It's the same thing for Dark Souls 1. Yo, you know what's funny? When you started Dark Souls 1 earlier, like I was on your stream watching, and I remember like the hubris that you had, like the confidence. You were like, I'm about to fuck shit up. Like this shit ain't hard. And then when I was streaming, I was hearing you in the other room, and I'm just hearing you like, no, it was funny. Like you couldn't hear it on my mic. I have a noise gate, so you couldn't you couldn't hear anything. But I was hearing it. And I was just laughing because I'm like, oh, he must be getting fucking waxed because that shit is hard, man. I mean, you know, you eventually figure it out, but
that's what my boy Snowman, he was saying. He was like, yeah, like once it clicks, you'll figure it out, and these things don't become as hard as you think they are.
Yeah.
But holy fuck, right now, especially just the button layout. I don't know if you can switch it in the other. I don't know if you can remap buttons in like the other games, but this one you can't. Unless I'm missing something. You can remap the keys like on the keyboard if you're playing keyboard, but there isn't anything obvious that the game gives you anyway. You could probably do some shit where like you can use your controller as like a keyboard, but like there isn't anything in the game where you can remap the buttons to do something else. So I'm attacking with RB and like RL and L and L2 and
yeah, that's
L1.
Like your left and right attacks.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I had buttons for this. Like, cause I'm always drinking shit out the flask by accident, because I'm thinking I'm doing an attack. I'm like, fuck, no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, those fucking Estus flasks. That's just our lifesavers, though, man.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah. Part two had an easier system because in part two they had the flask, but you could also buy like gems, like these little gems that you just like squeeze some shit and it cures you. But you can buy as many of those shits as you want. So I mean, everybody says that part two is like a lot easier. I still found part two hard. I mean, that's the only one that I've beaten. I haven't beaten part three, and the one that you're playing right now, I plan on playing that one when when the new one comes out. I'm just gonna buy the remastered version. But yeah, like and then I gotta finish Bloodborne because Bloodborne is like the spiritual successor of Dark Souls, and it's free right now on PS4.
PS Plus, yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah, you can get it for free right now.
All right.
Thanks, Sony.
It's funny, people were telling me to buy Bloodborne. It's free on PS Plus. I didn't fucking know it was free until I bought Dark Souls 1, right? Yeah. I don't think anyway. And then my PS4 is pretty much like your PS3 over here. If you want to switch the camera so you guys can see this PS3. It's right over here. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much my PS4 right now. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna fucking connect this shit so I can play on PS4, man. And then I gotta connect my PS4 into the capture card and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah, like
you could just buy there's like a splitter, HDMI in splitter that you can get. That's what I did. I hooked up the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PS4. They're all connected together.
Yeah, I have a switcher, but I don't have any space on my table. Like, you got space on your table for all these motherfuckers. I don't got shit. I got space on my table, which hopefully I'm gonna buy a new table. I think we'll see what happens. I gotta look and see how my money's like. I just want
you know what I was thinking.
Come in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I was thinking that if you get that idea where you were talking about where you're gonna have the table that rises, you can build like a little shelf in the bottom.
Yeah,
where you can like just put extra stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just add a shelf.
I'm having storage issues. That's what I need to do. Yeah. But also gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my bed. I can turn it this way. You know what I mean, like against like where the balcony door is and whatnot. Yeah. But with this new table, if I do that, the table might be too big. It might be where like this is the table. Let's say this is the end of the table. Mm-hmm. The bed might end right here. So I don't. I gotta figure out how it's gonna work. We're gonna figure it out. Well, I'm gonna figure it out. But
yeah, no doubt. I mean, we do what we gotta do to play these games, man. It's just not easy, yo. I always tell people like there are some people that watch me play Dark Souls, and they're always like, hey, you should add whatchamacallit. I mean not add. They tell me that I should read the items because like the items are like the lore of the game. And there are times where I really want to read it, but because I'm streaming, I want to be like more entertaining. So I don't want to invest too much time in just like reading a bunch of text.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Unless I'm playing like one of those type of games, like the one that you were playing last week. So yeah.
What game was I playing last week? The Mario ROM hack? No,
that other game, that college simulator thing you were playing.
Oh, Doki Doki. That pretty much is. That's not even a game. That's just a visual novel with like a handful of actions you can do. Essentially, it gets cool because there's certain like I would say like fourth wall breaking things that you have to do in order to see different endings. But yeah, that was a fun game.
You beat it?
Fun, yeah. It's just all you're doing is clicking.
No, but I'm saying like how long did it take you to beat that game?
Excuse me. To look at all the endings that are available, like 9 hours.
9 hours. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, like I would probably say it's a little more so like realistically 6 because I spent that time voiceover. Like if you weren't streaming it and you were just doing it for yourself, you could probably kill it in like 4 hours, maybe a little bit less than that.
Oh, okay.
Only because I was doing the voiceover. I was stopping. I was talking to people in chat, and then I stopped for like an hour and a half because SGDQ, the speedrunning event, they opened up registration and whatnot, so I had to spend some time to figure that out. Okay. Yeah, but it was really fun.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
going. Yeah. I'm going with Meredith.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, and like a good amount of people from my Discord are going too.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Y'all have fun there, man. I definitely want to check it out one day. I was thinking like when I really get heavy back into speedrunning Resident Evil, that I would try to like submit, but I have to be like in top 5 for me to be like somebody that actually plays.
Yeah. That's people were asking me if I was gonna submit Odyssey or whatever. I'm just like, bro, that's not like I'm nowhere near like top level. That's not my like it's like ethics. Really, it's not my choice to make. Like, or it's just something I shouldn't do because I don't have the right. I feel like people who have a better time, and then maybe you have better time comes first. I feel, and then better entertainment value, and yeah, like with Mario 64 and Mario Odyssey, I'm not there yet. I'm not like top by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah, I'm not gonna submit to GQ until I have that one game that I'm like really good at.
You could always still do the couch though. Like you'd be good enough to be on the couch and like do commentary and stuff, right? Or...
Yeah, I've done commentary twice. The first time was pretty bad, but then the second time was, I thought I did good, but I was also sharing commentary duty with like 4 other people. So
okay.
Yeah.
You guys were like wrestling commentators. Like,
I guess in a sense, yeah.
You were like Michael Cole. Or
Michael
like
Cole, yeah.
But you know, I'm sure like out of all those commentators, you had like your JR there. It's like, oh my God, no Mario, not this way. You know, like somebody that's really intense. But I don't know. That's how I see it in my crazy mind. But.
What I've been doing, there was a Mario 64 70-star speedrun tournament race going on, or just tournament, I should say, and they're winding it up now. But I've done it a couple of times now. And just commentating those races. And they're like online tournaments and they're being restreamed online. They have like 300, 400 people maybe watching, and those have been really fun because I've been doing solo commentary and there's only 2 people I need to watch, and yeah, you get it's a lot of fun when you're not explaining tricks. You're just explaining what the hell is going, like you're explaining what's happening with the race. Oh, this person failed this thing. Oh, this person failed that thing. I think games done quick. I think a lot of the runs, they explain glitches because I guess they're expecting newer people to watch.
Yeah.
I think certain mainstay games like Mario 64, you already, like with Mario 64 being the most popular game, you already know what the hell's going on. If it's been 5 years or however long.
Well, no, but it's kind of good to have that because
it's good to have that, but
I was watching. I learned from it too because I was watching Pessimism when he was running Resident Evil 0. And Carcinogen was there, and he was in like 4 different couches. Like Carcy was just everywhere. But
yeah,
he like their commentary was really good, and I felt that I learned a lot from it, just like general like mechanics and stuff like that. Yeah,
I definitely feel like you can learn some stuff, but I feel like there are certain moments, like I don't know. I guess with like the races, I've seen people explain tech. And at least with Mario, maybe Mario 64 is like a single case because Mario 64, again, being the most popular speed game, speed run game or speed ran game, with that and like all the, because really Mario 64, I would argue is as popular a casual game, something from nostalgia, as it is as a speedrunning game. Like if someone thinks about speedrunning, think of Mario 64 because it's so obvious to know that someone's going extremely fast. Of course, you can argue that for every other game, but I feel like it's a little more apparent for Mario 64. But anyway, being what Mario 64 is, being a really popular N64 title and being the most popular title for speedrunning, like with racing, yeah, I just feel like there's not as much energy when you're explaining all the tricks and whatnot. You got to make sure, you know, this is how you do this, and that, and this is what happened here. But when you're talking about like most people know what the hell is going on. It's just like, oh shit, you're hyping it up, and people are just like, oh, he's going first. Oh, he just failed. This person's gonna take over him. But what's this? What's going on here? Oh my god, his mom's crying on the floor right now because his son failed the trick. Like.
Then they zoom in on the kid and they have the tears like playing in slow motion.
Yeah, like, but
yeah,
yeah, my bad. You're right. I think it's a lot more important that they explain the tricks. But certain cases, you know, I don't know. I mean,
you know, I kind of view it like this, like from the perspective of a speedrunner like yourself. You know, it's to you, it's like, all right, it's kind of pointless. You feel, but that's because you know it. You know, but when you're explaining it to people that don't know it, and you know, granted, you're not doing a play-by-play either. Like when they're commentating, you know, they're talking about like specific moments, maybe like, oh, like for instance, in Resident Evil, there's a scene that's called the Neptune skip, right, where you would normally have to get this key from the shark by pushing this like this transponder, and it electrocutes the water and it kills the shark, so you can get the key. But the skip, you basically jump in there while the shark's still swimming, and you just like run around them real quickly, and you grab the key and you can go past them. So you know, like like for example, moments like that I feel like are more appropriate to explain than just like doing a general like play-by-play of the game, like things that you wouldn't be able to do normally, I guess.
Yeah,
like that's what I mean. You know, when it comes to us like being speedrunners, it's like, yeah, you know, like we know we know all this stuff already. But I think it's good for like just like the norms, you know, like the regular like guy and girl that are watching this.
The regular guy and girl, if you watch Mario 64 speedrun, listen, if you're a new person, there's a lot of people to watch on Twitch. When you're on GDQ, man, if I'm on that couch, you're not learning anything. I'm sorry. At least, come on, Mario 64, it's been 5 years. You should not. Oh, I mean, people have been speedrunning it for a long time, but I don't think it's been popularized until like the past like 3 years or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I understand like other speed games. Yeah, Mario 64, you should know your shit already. So fuck you. Don't come to GD now.
It's like, you don't fucking show your face if you don't know what the fuck this shit is. This shit is Mario Day, man. Yo, Mario Day.
That sounds super. Yeah, it is Mario Day. That sounds super elitist, but like, it's just me. Entertainment perspective.
We're just
because what's cool about Mario 64, and I think a lot of speed games can share this. A lot of the speed run isn't really glitches, but more so just like being fast and taking smart routes to everything. And it's just more so of an exploitation of the mechanics rather than just like going out of bounds. I think in a 70-star speed run, you don't. I would say you do almost about a dozen things, which for something that lasts for like 50 minutes, only doing a dozen of things. So that's 12 things. Only doing 12 singular things that you know count as like a glitch. I feel is like a very small amount, and that's just me guessing. I feel like it's only like 12.
Oh no, but, I mean definitely, I can agree with you on that. That to me is a thing.
So it's like easy to tell like when someone's going fast as opposed to like explaining, hey, this is why he clipped into this pyramid super early. But anyway, yeah, you're right. I think a lot of the explanation should be there, but
it's so weird, right?
It's so bizarre.
So bizarre. No, but I you know, let me know how it is. I'm definitely not gonna go. I'm not even gonna be able to go to PAX.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to PAX. I'm gonna break Jose's heart when I tell him I'm not gonna go.
I thought about PAX, but yeah, it's just I'm going to this GDQ thing. I want to save some money and do other things because not much of the benefit is there for me. Like obviously there are friends I get to meet and whatnot, but I can meet more friends at SGDQ, and I'd rather just take whatever money that I would be saving, which would be about $500, I'm pretty sure. That money I could put towards like stream equipment and other things. I want to go to the West Coast, man. I want to go to like Cali or something. If I'm gonna go to PAX, I want to go to PAX West or PAX Prime, whatever it's called.
Seattle,
the super big one. Yeah, I fucking. Oh my god, I wish I did more in Seattle. Seattle's so chill. I like it. It's especially like and at that time in of the year, sunny, but it wasn't too hot. It wasn't humid. It felt great just walking out and chilling out. The city, at least from what I can tell, there aren't like any and. I was just come off wrong. There aren't any like homeless. I don't feel like.
I'm sure there is. They're just
there is, hidden. But they're probably somewhere else. At least when I was walking, it just looked nice. It looked really nice. And then you know, weed is legal.
They hide the homeless people when you show up because they want to make sure that you know, hey, this guy's a tourist. We're bringing him here. We get him out of here.
Get him out of here. They have like a truck that like pushes them away, like a fucking broom.
That's so fucked up.
That sounds fucked up. Nah, I feel bad for whoever's like homeless and whatever circumstances led them to that situation. Unless you're a fucked up person.
You know what? I always think about stuff like that. To be honest with you, like there are times where I'm in the city, right? Because you know in the city, you know, when you see them all over the place, and I always tell myself, damn, like what happened in this person's life to where nobody is there for them?
Yeah, no one is there. No one can help them out.
It's like you don't have friends, you don't have family, like there's absolutely no one in your life that can help you, you know, because like I look at people like us, for example, right? Like God forbid something happens, like we lose our jobs or whatever, you know that you can always go to your family if you have to, or if we have a place, you can always come to us, and like and vice versa. Like we have people that would help us if we really needed it. You know, and I always think about that shit. I'm like, damn, like did these people come from another state or another country, and maybe they didn't know anyone and they lost all their shit and they just had really unfortunate luck, or maybe they just like deaded everyone that they know, or
that's why I kind of think with like the least the ones that have pets, obviously they must have been here for quite some time. If they have like a pet, at least like a year or something like that. And yeah, it's one of those things. I wonder. I mean, I think some of it's legit, where like they just come on like a crazy hard time, and I guess they just legitimately just didn't know that many people that would be able to support them, or like their family's gone or whatnot. So they just have like a very unfortunate circumstance, and then some of it is, I feel like they got caught onto the wrong drug, and now they're like crazed out their mind. They can't fucking support a job or anything like that, and that's why they end up on the streets.
New character is a bum.
New character is a bum.
Yeah, anything can happen on this podcast. We'll talk about Smash, but sometimes stuff like this will bleed in, because that's how we roll.
Yeah, it's just because like I always think about that too. I think about it like I apply myself. I'm like, what would I have to go through in order to become homeless? Like I would have to lose my job, and then I would have to have no parents, and then I'd have to like betray everyone around me. Because I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people where if I really, at least I would be able to. I don't know about other people. Maybe it's like a pride thing where it's just like, fuck, I don't want to go and have to crash on someone else's couch for like however many days. Maybe it's like a pride thing.
Yeah, but pride versus like being on the street.
Yeah, like I'd be like, I wonder. I don't like asking people for help when I feel like I don't have to. But yeah, I'm just speculating because like you just wonder. You wonder. Some people like. I think some people, I don't know if it's drugs. I hate to assume that it's just drugs. Where I see like there's a certain homeless person that's by where we work on 49th Street. He's like this tall fucking dude, fucking big guy with like a blanket and whatnot. And you could just tell that dude's mental state is not there. I don't know if that's drugs or if he's literally like, because I feel like that's like a major concern. Like someone who's like, who has some sort of mental condition to the point where they can't work and support themselves. I feel like that's like a major concern where like they can't support themselves, and then what if they lose the people that are supporting them, and then all of a sudden they have to be fucking homeless and shit. So now they're like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing whatever. So like it's I don't know. It's weird. I also feel like what if you go homeless, but because of the fact that you're like in this homeless situation, you end up being psychologically fucked in that regard too.
Well, that does happen too.
That's why I feel like
those are definitely factors I would always consider, because you got to think that if you're out for a long time, you're freezing outside, you're begging people for food, you're dirty, you can't take a shower.
I think that fucks if I think that that fucks if you end up like gaining a certain condition that way, and you're just like it sucks. There's a lot of it. It's more concentrated in the city areas because you have a more concentrated population of people, and not enough homes. For whatever reason, that made me think of like, because I just thought about like this video I was listening to. There's some dude named Louis Rossman who does like a lot of like these like rant videos. He rants for like 30-40 minutes at a time. Sometimes they're advice pieces, sometimes he's just talking about shit. I remember he was talking about gentrification, and he was talking about, he said too many people are complaining about the symptoms of the problem rather than what's causing the problem itself. And he feels like what's causing the problem is that a lot of people are moving to New York because that's where media or whoever else has placed it to where like, hey, if you want to make it big in like showbiz or whatever, you gotta come to New York. This is where it's all at. So obviously that's where like people are coming in, people are raising the rents for these new people, and then like that's where like it all starts. Well, I don't know much about gentrification, nor do I really care, but I was just listening to it. I'm like, I wonder how many people are like homeless because they came here thinking there was something else here. And
well, no, I figured so much, but at the same time, the way I look at it, like let's say if it was from a different country is one thing, because New York City, they sell you the fucking dream. But if you came from like Boston, for example, some shit like that, like damn, like get a hold on some quarters, call a family member, call a friend, somebody that can like wire you something, or maybe like pick you up or whatever the case may be. It's just when every single person ceases to exist from your life that can actually help you get out of a situation.
You must have done something wrong, or
that's what I'm saying. Like, did you really wrong every single person you know, or did they wrong you, or did you end up in some producer's fucking couch and shit, and they were like, oh, we're gonna make you a star, baby, but even though like
fuck you over,
even though you see like there, I mean, from what I see there, I see more homeless men than women, but I do see homeless women as well. And they,
of course,
they do exist,
all
man.
Flavors, yeah,
that's
a good way to put it, all flavors.
Yeah. Nah, but I don't know, it sucks, but yeah, whatever. We don't have to keep talking about that. Yeah, man, I think I do want to say that I think Smash is going to be a pretty exciting game, and if they put a homeless person in, then cool.
Homeless man, the freaking announcer.
It's like you know how they always, like, when they announce a new character, it'll say, oh, blank joins the fight or whatever.
Yeah,
like it'll be like, oh, homeless person trashes into the fight or something.
Oh
like,
my god, trashes into the fight.
It will be like some fucked up shit.
Homeless man takes shelter on the battlefield.
Oh my god. Yeah, nah, man. But right, is there anything else you wanted to add, or?
Oh yeah, this person said Florida Man is the next character. Florida Man. It's Florida Man is a Reddit called Florida Man, which essentially takes like all the crazy fucking stories that come from Florida. Like I'm trying to think of some recent one. There's probably some girl that like tried to masturbate with like a jackhammer and just like fucked her shit up and died.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but stories like that, and they just always happen to be like from Florida, so that they call it like Florida Man, because the headlines would be Florida Man, yada yada yada, ends up dying. So
Florida, that's where you got that. That's where you got that that zombie dude that was like that ate somebody's fucking face. That happened in Florida too. You know what? I think the zombie apocalypse started and we just stopped it before it went anywhere. Yeah, because there was a point, I think back in I think it was 2011 or 2012, where there was all this weird shit happening. Like, you had the Florida bum guy that like ate somebody's face, and then there was another instance at like a university where like you had some dude like flinging his poop at people or some shit. Yeah, it was this really weird thing where they were exhibiting like abnormal signs, and then they were talking about it being bath salts or some shit like that. Yeah, so in my opinion, I think like patient zero escaped or some shit. Like, some crazy shit happened, government knocked it out real quick.
Yeah, that was patient zero right there. Dude eating their fucking face, and
it's like, you know what, right, no more apocalypse. That's it, it's been prevented.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Apparently that dude, that fucking guy's face ate. I don't know if he's still alive, but like, imagine like getting your face ate and then like you can't. I think he couldn't see or anything.
Well, I mean, maybe he had an eyeball or some shit, but
yeah, you got his whole face eaten. Oh, imagine seeing that shit, bro.
Yeah, that sound
How do you
effect.
Still live? I'd rather die.
That sound effect you did, that like the way it sounds in my head. That shit was funny. Nah, but yeah, I mean, no, I'm sure he's still alive. I mean, he did survive that, but the weird thing is that when the cops like shot the dude, he kept coming.
Yeah, that dude. That's how you know he was crazy out of his mind.
Yeah,
he got shot. He didn't give a fuck. They shot him dead, right?
Yeah, they shot him dead. Well, they tried to shoot him. They freaking like pumped the dude.
Oh, did they tase him?
No, they shot him because he kept coming. They fucking shot the dude several times and he kept coming at them. So I'm like, nah, man, this dude's like either enhanced or some shit, or
enhanced.
Yeah, they fucking
enhanced. He broke out the fucking experiment chamber.
They augmented the dude or some shit, but nah, man, he's missing an eye. The man is still alive. Is missing an eye. Okay, yo, Vengeful, thanks for the food, man. It was delicious. What if he gets his ass eaten instead? Oh my god.
Florida got the crackhead super soldier. Oh yeah, that crackhead strength. That's all that people be talking about, crackheads. You fucking hit them. But then who made a bit from that? Dave Chappelle, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I forget remember. Who. Oh, nah, it was fucking not Dave Chappelle. Let's do with the perm. I forget his name. Cat Williams, I think.
Yeah, Cat Williams.
Cat Williams, like he did the thing where he hit himself with the mic and he was like that's like the fucking crackhead. You hit them, it just they don't give a fuck. Oh shit.
Well, he would know. Cat Williams would know too, man.
That dude he looks cracked out.
No,
you seen the videos?
Yeah.
You seen the videos? Yeah.
He got into some shit. Did
he tried to fight some young kid and he got fucked up.
Well, there was a young kid, but there was also the dude at the club. There was like some dude at a club. Like I remember he was like taking his watches off. he was getting ready like to fight.
Oh, he got stomped out in the club, right? Yeah, I remember
like
that.
he ran up on the dude and he tried to fucking hit him, and then that's it. Like they beat the shit out of him.
What the fuck happened to Cat Williams, bro?
Well, he had a special recently on Netflix.
Oh, so he's coming back?
Yeah, he came back. I to be honest with you, I felt it was a lot of pandering. I didn't find it too entertaining. He had his moments like towards the middle end where he had some funny bits, but outside of that, like the whole beginning, like the first like 10-15 minutes was him just pandering to the crowd.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, damn, like I get it. You got to restore faith in your name, because you done some shit.
Yeah, he did some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, and once those people fall out of grace, forget it.
I know what he needs to do. He needs to do a Comedy Central roast.
Joe Budden looked like he got crackheads.
Joe Budden probably does it.
Rory, see, this is what you gotta do. Yo, Maul, you be on some bug shit.
I'll be like, yo, Maul. But tell me that if you caught your girl making out with someone else, what would you do? And he like makes out with his mic like,
he doesn't even look at the other person. What would you do?
Yeah, that's a funny ass podcast though, man. Every time fucking Aubrey comes over, man, that shit's on my TV. Like it never fails. That's just what ends up happening. Oh man. All right. Any final thoughts on Smash characters?
Not that I think of. I was making a list about who's coming back, who we gotta kick, and who needs to be a dream. All right, fine. 5 people that haven't been in Smash yet. Who are your 5? Who are your 5? Even if they're like out of this fucking world, who do you wish were in like Smash?
Do they have to be Nintendo related or? Because Nintendo's kind of like out.
Nintendo tied. So like at any point in history, this company had a tie with Nintendo, and now there's certain characters underneath that company, so on and so forth. Like Dante would be like qualified for that.
He said Tingle.
Tingle.
Yeah. He put fucking Tingle's green glass. It would just be like flat. No. All right. Well, if that's the case, like people that were
maybe
like
not
tied.
5. Yo, name up to 5.
Well, all right. People that were tied to Nintendo. I was a big Final Fantasy fan, like early Final Fantasy. So I would probably put Terra from Final Fantasy VI, which is part 3 in America. She was fucking great character. I'd probably add from part 4. I would definitely put Kane. Kane was like a dragoon. He had like that super jump attack, which I always thought was dope. That's it for Final Fantasy. I don't think I'd do any more Final Fantasy characters. I would definitely add a Killer Instinct character.
Killer Instinct?
Yeah, I'd probably put Fulgore. He was always my favorite. So that's 3. Damn, it's so hard to think, man. Like when you boil down to like your last 2, it can get kind of difficult. Skull Kid. I wouldn't put Skull Kid. I wouldn't put like these very obscure characters that made like minor. Well, Skull Kid wasn't really a minor character. He was kind of like he was one of the main focuses in Majora's Mask. But yo, The Rock,
Dwayne Johnson and Sped.
Yo, imagine he fucking does like the rock bottom on somebody.
Yeah, there's a WWE game for GameCube.
Yo, that's true.
Yo, what if The Rock
and for N64, No Mercy was that the No Mercy game was on N64.
They would charge way too much money. Dwayne would be like, "You gotta pay me $20 million to put me on the game."
Yo, you know what? Fuck that. My number 1 character, I'm throwing Kurt Angle in there.
Kurt Angle. Oh, Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. He about to fucking angle slam everybody's ass.
How would he even make that nigga look? Fucking with the angle slam, with the angle lock. Like how would they make him look like a me character?
No, well I think they can not make him look completely real, but you can kind of make him look the way he looks in like the way they look in their games. Like for example, like
super realistic.
Well, no, they don't have to make them look super realistic. You can make them look like you did like Ryu or Snake or any of those characters. Just kind of have him with the general look, and then give him like his costume, his outfit. Yeah. You have like one of his taunts. He does the fucking like he gets on his knees. He's like, ah.
Dude, he said, "Imagine Kurt Angle with Princess Peach in a headlock."
Well, she'd be in the ankle lock actually. He'll break her ankle.
Oh man!
Like, I'm gonna break your friggin' ankle.
Break the whole fucking shoe comes off when he does it.
Oh boy. Just get rid of Peach. Somebody like cripple Peach, please. I would appreciate it. Yo, look, 5 hours in, we have not dropped a single fucking frame.
That's legend. And we were both streaming.
I know. I'm loving this.
You got 5K and I was at 3.5.
Oh, just put your shit up, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what happens.
We can handle it.
What was I gonna say? So my top 5.
Who are you? Yeah, your top 5.
Sora.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna second Vlucker. Vlucker was the one that brought up to me Dante.
Okay.
I think he brought up that Dante anyway. So Devil May Cry Dante. Trying to think final 3 that I wanna see in Smash. I think Crash Bandicoot would be a nice fit in Smash. They'd figure something out with him. So Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoot. I'm trying to think. I think Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia, who's the main character of that game, I think he should be in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of one other person. Damn, it's like when you get down to like 5 that we haven't even mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Jose said a football player from Tecmo Bowl.
From Tecmo Bowl.
Nah, those dudes were abusive, man.
I'm trying to think of shit. Dream. I'm trying to think of a dream character. I don't want to mention a Final Fantasy character.
What about somebody from like Tales? One of the Tales.
Yeah, that was Lloyd. Lloyd's and Tales, but that'd be the only one I want. If it had to be a stretch, I'm trying to think of like outside the box, like someone that they can grab outside the box to put in the game with any sort of fucking like ties. Shoot, man, who would they have ties to? They have ties to Disney. Well, man, nah. Square more so than anything. I'm trying to think. Namco. Who's in Namco? Soul Calibur. Tekken, bro, they have fucking Jin. If they have Jin,
that's the Bruce Lee dude, right? Like
no Jin.
Oh no, Jin, yeah,
fucking with the wings and shit and the horns when he becomes Devil Jin.
Mm-hmm.
If they have fucking Jin or Kazuya, it's a wrap. Oh my god, yo, that's number 1. If they have Jin, and they took out Ryu for this dude. If they have fucking Jin, it's over. It's fucking over. Like, I'm buying that game. That's a day, like, -12 purchase. Like, I'm buying that. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, my God. No, that'll be dope. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, you already had, like, a Street Fighter cross Tekken, so you had those type of characters in there. But, you know, you kind of see how they are in, like, mixed universes. But, yeah, Tekken characters definitely... fuck it, like throw Kuma in there, yeah.
Akuma?
Sauce.
Get Ryu and put Akuma. Oh, I'd be sick.
Yeah, for real. Put some Dragon Ball characters. I would put some Batman. Throw Batman in there, son. Fuck that.
Get Batman.
I would put Batman. I don't know how Batman didn't like factor into my list.
You get Batman in there with this person's likeness, Christian Bale. Oh,
no, I wouldn't put Christian.
I would put Ben Affleck.
I would rather put Ben Affleck.
Really?
I'll be really honest with you. I did not like Christian Bale as Batman. It's like the people of Gotham that showed you that they're not afraid to believe. Like It's fun to make fun of him, but I realistically didn't think he was a good Batman. I think Ben Affleck in his like minor performances did a better job, at least as an actual Batman, not as a Bruce Wayne, but as a Batman. I'd put that one.
Would it surprise you? Christian Bale just came out of nowhere while he was in Batman uniform. Just say, "Time to play the game." And he spits out the water out.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be great. I could see him calling Nintendo. He's gonna be like, "Now listen here, Nintendo. You're gonna put me in your game, and if you don't, then Triple H comes out of nowhere. I'll destroy your game and everybody else in the Smash Brothers universe."
But then that ends up being his fucking like intro to like when they announce a new character. That's his intro.
Yeah.
Triple H breaks the game or some shit like that.
Oh, that would be great.
Or Triple H is the game. Yeah, man. Trying to wrap this up.
I know. I mean, it's up to you. We can always go as long as you want.
Yeah, I figured it'd be 11. I hit it up. I gotta hit my boys up. We play on Discord or something. We're probably gonna play Minecraft or something together.
Oh yeah. No doubt. Yeah, no. I'm gonna like take a shower and gonna like relax for a bit. I
Sounds good.
Yeah, I went to the gym earlier and like
you've been up for a while.
Fucking hurt my feelings. Yeah, dude, no lie. I did. This is probably the longest I've been in the gym in a long time. I did like a good 2 hours in the gym today.
Shit, you were chilling.
Yeah, it was. I'm really trying to like lose this 1 pack I got going on right here.
1 pack, oh shit.
Trying to get on the widditsama level, you know.
I ain't looking good either. Say that much.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, no, definitely. Thank you for doing this.
No problem. I'm glad we were able to talk about this.
Oh, Mir said Shovel Knight.
Oh yeah, people were bringing that up for when they were doing Brawl. There were people to do from Shovel Knight. They're saying
Shovel Knight is somebody I should have factored in. Definitely, Shovel Knight.
About Shovel Knight.
He could definitely be in there.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. Thanks for hosting me, and thank you to your peeps, the ones that followed me or just the ones that participated. I always appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm just exhausted. But thank you for coming on board.
Sounds good. No problem. Thank you for having me.
Anything you want to say to your peeps?
Just follow Neo Starling. I mean, most people already follow me. For those that watch me, for those that are watching Neo Starling prior, if you want to follow me, go ahead. I mean, I'm not doing shit. I usually speedrun Mario 64, but right now I'm not speedrunning anything. I'm just chilling out, which I found a lot more fun than casual. But yeah, for those that do follow me, if you haven't followed Neo Starling already, go ahead. Most of you did, which is awesome. But if you haven't, consider it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Everybody, just want to let y'all know you guys are all awesome, and don't ever let anyone tell you different. Again, signing off.